I read an amazing article about how 78% of NFL players usually go bankrupt.
No, it's better and worse than that. It's a little unfair because they also include like divorce proceedings and so it's not just flat out going broke, right? But it's still a huge number. But they go broke within 2 years of getting out of the NFL.
How amazing is that?
Wow. Man, that is unbelievable incompetence because they, on average, they have, of course, a tremendous amount of money. Now, look, football is a little different, to be fair to them, right? The average career lasts about 3 years in football.
Right, which I didn't know. I thought they lasted way longer than that. And they don't get paid as much as I thought they did.
No, they don't. So a lot of those guys, it's not like they were like multimillionaires and then they go broke. So yeah, that's why that 78% number is so high. But in basketball, where they get a lot more money, right, and their careers last longer on average, about 7 or 8 years, 60% of players go broke within 5 years of being out of the league.
But I could see how that can easily happen, though. Because you're living this lifestyle, you're making all this money, and you're spending money like crazy, and you don't even feel it because you're thinking, hey, I'm a high roller. I have all this money. It's not a big problem. Then you retire, you stop working, whatever, and you continue living that lifestyle without realizing, hey, you have no real source of income anymore.
And a lot of them are young kids when they go in, and they don't have a proper education, although a lot of them went to college. Right? But then I thought as I was reading the story, in college, shouldn't they teach them a financial course, like how to manage your money? That would be the most useful course, not just for these athletes, but for everybody, right? Because they come in and they blow it. Of course, here are some of the ways they blow it. One, they trust family and friends. I love this story. One of the guys and then they think to do crazy businesses, right?
Yeah, they invest money in the most ridiculous things.
Now, sometimes it's combined. A friend convinces you to invest in this crazy business. One of the businesses was inflatable rafts underneath your couch so that if there's flooding, your couch can remain dry. That was a real business that they sunk hundreds of thousands of dollars into. And then it turns out it didn't work out. Those rafts didn't sell. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's the type of thing where we would cover the infomercial and make fun of it endlessly and wonder whether or not it was a real product.
No, and then that leads to the point of, look, some of these guys obviously are just dummies.
Right.
I mean, if you got any kind of common sense, you're not going to put hundreds of thousands of dollars in that business.
Right.
Okay, and then you got the issue of kids and women, okay? Travis Henry used to be a running back in the NFL, played for the Bills for a while, et cetera, et cetera. Travis Henry has 9 kids from 9 different women.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Travis Henry.
All of a sudden, the NFL is interesting. Go ahead.
Okay. Travis Henry, who made a lot of money, he was a star running back. Okay, not one of the best, but still a starting running back, very good. Tens of millions of dollars. Just went to jail because he couldn't afford paying the child support payments.
That's unbelievable. How do you have 9 children from 9 different women? I mean, I could see yourself making a mistake a couple times, right? But come on. 9 times?
When do you learn? And like, there's 100 of these stories. Sean Kemp, I think, has like 7 kids from 6 women. So he doubled up on one of them.
Oh, God.
So, he's a little savvier. And then, of course, there's Michael Vick, who blew all of his money. And Rocket Ismail has all these incredibly dumb things that he invested in, including an inspirational movie that he thought was going to blow up, but it didn't. Everybody's got a music record that they wasted a tremendous amount of money on. They're foreclosing Muhsin Mohammed's house as we speak because he couldn't pay it. So one of the guys lost $6.5 million on a car dealership. How do you lose $6.5 million on a car dealership? It's unbelievable. So, and because these guys are huge targets, everybody sees them and says, "Oh, easy money. I could easily steal money from that guy." So then by the end, it's all gone. 78% within 2 years. That's a devastating number.